Hello students, today we learn chapter number 2, real numbers. In previous class we learned about natural numbers, integers and real numbers. In this standard we learn only real numbers. Let's start. We know the n is the set of natural numbers. Okay, now next w is the set of whole number, and next I is the set of integers. Okay, now I is the set of integers and q is the set of rational numbers. That is, rational number means p upon q, p and q belongs to I. That is set of integers, that is number is positive or negative, and the second condition is q is not equal to 0, means the value of q is not 0, that is either positive or negative but not exactly 0. Now real numbers, set of real numbers, that is this all above sets are contained in the set, and this set is called a set of real numbers. That is, set of natural number is a subset of whole number is a subset of integer is a subset of rational number, and rational number is a subset of real numbers. In previous chapter we learned about sets. So we know the concept of subset and the superset, also a universal set. And here r is the r is the our universal set. That is, the r, that is set of real number, contain all of the above sets of numbers, that is natural numbers, whole numbers, set of integers, or set of rational numbers. Now order relation on rational numbers. Here are three properties on rational numbers. If there are two rational numbers, first one is p upon q and second one is r upon s, are rational numbers where q is not equal to 0 or q is greater than 0 and s is also greater than 0. Now the first property was, if p into s, that is the denominator of first and the numerator of first and denominator of second is equal to q into r, that is denominator of first into numerator of second. So then p upon q is equal to r upon s. If the multiplication of first numbers numerator and second numbers denominator is equal to second numbers numerator and first numbers denominator, then p upon q is equal to r upon s. Okay, now second one, if this relation is greater than, then also p upon q and r upon s is having a sign greater than. In third one, if this is in less than, then also p upon q and r upon s is less than. Now we have to learn about properties of rational numbers. Okay, so what was the properties of rational numbers? So first, if a, b, c are rational numbers, then if a, b, c are rational numbers, then first property is commutative. In this property, in addition, a plus b is equal to b plus a, means if there are two rational numbers, then first number is add to second also equal to second number is add to first. In multiplication also same criteria, if first number multiplying by second is equal to second number multiplying by first, means if you put the proper numbers in there, then we got the proper answers. First one, if we put a is equal to 2 upon 3 and b is equal to 2 upon 5 or 5 upon 2, then 2 upon 3 plus 5 upon 2 is equal to is equal to 19 upon 6. That is also b plus a. If we got 5 upon 2 plus 2 upon 3, then also we get 19 upon 6. In multiplication we get 2 upon 3 into 5 upon 2, that is 2 get cancelled. 5 upon 3 is the final answer, and also b into a is equal to, we get 5 upon 2 into 2 upon 3, that is 2 again get cancelled. Answer is 5 upon 3. So here we got the answer. Now again associative property. Now next identity property, and next inverse property. Now in previous standard we learn about terminating type, okay, terminating type and non-terminating type, recurring type. Okay, there are two types of recurrings numbers. Recurring numbers having two types. The first one is terminating and second one is non-terminating. The first one is terminating, second one is non-terminating. So what was the difference between terminating and non-terminating? In terminating number, after few steps we got a proper answer, means we get a remainder is equal to 0. Okay, and in non-terminating type there are after few steps we get the numbers are repeated and repeated. There are, okay, in first example 2 is repeated. In second example the bunch of numbers, that is 692307, this, okay, those numbers are repeated. In third example 513513 is repeated. Okay, that is the main difference between terminating type and non-terminating type. Okay, now next, how to express a recurring decimal in p upon q form. Okay, how we express recurring decimal in p upon q form? Now we have to get example there. Example first, express the recurring decimal 0.777. 7 is repeated and repeated in p upon q form. Let x is equal to the given number. Given number is 0.777. So here the one number is repeated. So we pointed dot. So we pointed here dot. Okay, here we look, the point is dotted. Okay, so one number is repeated, then we point a dot. If the bunch of numbers in above, here and here, the bunch of numbers are repeated, so we draw a line on that numbers. Okay, so we get let x is equal to 0.777. Now here one number is repeated, so we get 10x. If the bunch of numbers are repeated, here we get how many numbers are repeated? 3 numbers. So 1 2 3. So we multiplying by the number by 1000. Okay, if there are only 2 numbers are repeated, if 20 here 5.20 20, then 20 is repeated, so we take mark on that. Also here 20 5.20, so we multiplying this number by 100. Okay, so how many decimal after decimal point how many numbers are repeated, then that number we multiplying the, okay, here. Now 10x is equal to 7.777, that is 7.7. okay, we draw a dot on that. Now next step, here 10x minus x is equal to 7.7 minus 0.7, that the above values are there, x values is here and 10x is here. Put these values here. Now we get 9x is equal to 7. that is 9x is equal to 7. Now x is equal to 7 upon 9. Hence we get the final answer 0.777 is equal to 7 upon 9. So we get the answer 7 upon 9. By using this method, we have to solve the following example also. Express the recurring decimal 7.5295295929. So here the number repeated is 529 529 529, that is okay. So here 529 is repeated and repeated. So we multiplying the x by 1000. Now 1000 minus x is equal to this. We put the values of here x, again here 1000x. Now 1000x minus x is equal to this one. So we get 999x is equal to 7529.0. That is, we get the answer x is equal to 7522 upon 999. Okay, by using the above methods, we have to solve practice set 2.1. Okay.